'cause it's bound to take your life. There's a bathroom on the right. And welcome back to another episode of Ted Talk Stamps with your host, Ted the Talking Stamp Collector. Today I'm going to go over a stamp haul I've gotten over the past week from 3 different dealers actually, and some mystery packets I'm going to review, and you can see if it's worth your while to see if you'd like to order from the same dealer. Actually, 2 of them were dealers on eBay. The other packet is from a fellow YouTuber, Mallard, and he is forming a stamp swapping community, and he sent me a sample so you could see what it's all about. So let's rip into these and check them out. Let me just open them all real quick here. All right, let's set these aside. Let's take these one at a time. First one we have here is from a dealer named Florida Stamps 14 on eBay. His listing said it's a 60-year-old collection of better stuff from pages, album pages, and dealer cards and such. And he said about 112 worldwide. I ordered 2 packets. They were each $3.90, and with the shipping and the sales tax, it came to $10.28 total, or $5.14 a pack. And here we have one of the packs says, well, they both say 116 worldwide, all different. And on the back of the paper, these were tape 2 are some extra mint never hinged items. Now, I don't know really if these are part of the package deal, so I don't know which stamps go with which packet, or if this is just bonus material. I don't really know, but I'll work it out. And then from that same dealer, he had a $14 packet that he just said was $100 catalog value. So these are quite a bit fewer stamps in this one, but he promises a higher catalog value. Okay, and then this other package came from Hammerguy, also from eBay. This was 1.8 ounces of on paper used, of course, Norway. Single paper, close trim, 1.8 ounces. I don't want to spread them out yet. Let me just show you the last piece. This is from, like I said, Daniel Mallard, who has a YouTube channel called Mallard Stamps. And he is forming a stamp swapping community, and he sent me a sample. It's show as a sample of what he has to swap. So, all right, let's start with the 2 cheap packets. They were $3.90 each, or $5 each after tax, like I said, from Florida Stamps 14. And it's all mostly older material. There's, looks like some modern Great Britain, 50s and 60s. We have some from France, some vintage Germany, Falkland Islands, more Germany, Ceylon, South Africa, Japan. Let's see. Okay, so that's the front. As you know, I hate writing on the back, so let's look at the backs of these. And it looks like we're doing pretty well in that regard. This is a pretty nasty looking one on the back, though. Let's see. It's just got adhesions and ink offset. But other than that, there's one with a little bit of writing, not bad. There's one, there's one. But, alright, not too bad with the writing on the back. We'll set that aside for now. We'll look at the second packet. Looks to be completely different than the previous one. There's, looks like what might be a full set of Poland, mint never hinged. There's some Ireland, Fiji, some more Germany. There's a used pair from Jersey, Australia, Tanzania, and some more Germany. And there is a mint never hinged, 1 shilling brown, Great Britain. That might be worth a little bit. We'll check it out. Set that one aside now. Well, let's see. Let's look at that bonus material. Like I said, I don't know whether to attribute these to one or the other of these packets or both, or if it's just bonus material he just threw in. These are mint never hinged. There's 4 stamps from Bolivia, all mint never hinged, looks like. Yep. A United Nations souvenir sheet, mint never hinged, and a souvenir sheet from Germany, a semi-postal souvenir sheet, a Christmas sheet that is also mint never hinged, although it's got a little piece of smuts on it. So, all right, we'll take a closer look at these later. Meanwhile, let's move on and see what else. Okay, from that same dealer, we got this $14 packet. Let's see, after tax, title, and license, it was $16.78. And looks like a full mint never hinged set from Korea. A block of 4 of wildlife and scenery from Finland. Nice looking set. There's Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see, there's some 3 older Italies, a couple of Great Britons, Japan, more Germany, Great Britain, Switzerland. Looks like some modern Finland here. It says there's $6.55 in catalog value. Some better early Ireland. Well, I can tell you right now, it's not really better, but we'll check it out later. Some more Finland. Whoops, I don't want to commingle these with the previous bundle. There's some more Germany, Chad, Jeremy. No, just kidding. You got to be a boomer like me to understand that. Congo Republic. Wow, a set of CTOs. That's exciting. There's Wallace and Futuna, China. Great Britain, France, mint never hinge set. So this one looks a little better than the one that he described as better. French, Western Africa, Great Britain, and German Schleswig. So, all right, we'll dig into that in more detail in a bit. Meanwhile, let's see what else we got in this. Okay. This was the 1.8 ounces of On Paper Norway. Here's a quick overview. Looks like it's mostly different. Well, there's some duplication there. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I don't know, at first glance the duplication doesn't look too bad. You know, you get Kilaware and you got to be ready to get 10, 12, 20, 30 copies of the same stamp. So let me set that aside. We'll look at it in detail later. And then the last packet is from Mallard Stamps. Not quite sure how I can open this without destroying the stamps at the same time. Really, I'm not a fan of stamps that are packaged with a ton of tape. There's always a risk of some of this tape is just so sticky that just trying to pull it loose, you'll bend the card or the envelope that it's in and crease the stamps. All right, got that out. More tape. Did I tell you? I hate tape. I've never received stamps yet where the glassine envelope came open inside the shipping envelope. So really I see no use for taping it all up dozens of times. All right. More tape. Like I said, these don't come open in the shipping envelope, so there's really no need for this. See what I mean? All right, and here's a quick view of these. And we've got Germany, and Germany. Alrighty then. Looking good so far here. So let me get these all sorted out and cataloged, and I will be back probably tomorrow and show you what I came up with. See you then. All right, so I'm back and I've finished cataloging all the stamps, and I'll show you what I ended up with. Let's start off with the 2 cheap lots I got from the dealer called Florida Stamps 14. Remember, he said these were better items from dealer sales cards and such. So here's what we got. Just some, down here at the bottom we have some Liechtenstein, Monaco, Falkland Islands, Niger, Ireland, and as you may be able to tell, this is all pretty common stuff. Tanzania, it's all minimal catalog value stuff. And it makes you wonder, he said this is better stuff. The question is, better than what? There's some classic Sweden. But again, it's old, but it's common material. All minimal value. Some Third Reich material. And some classic French. The one thing of any real catalog value was this King George VI 1 shilling from Great Britain, which has a catalog value of $9. However, don't be fooled. That stamp can be bought for as low as $1.17 on HipStamp. What really makes this mixture disappointing, though, are the number of faulty stamps I found in it. There were 24 that were too faulty for me to even include in this. That they'll just go in the trash can when I'm done filming here. Like, for instance, this set from Poland. It was stuck to an album page, evidently, and it came away with ink on it. And this one, as you can see, something was stuck to the top surface, and a lot of the ink came away. So, scratch that set. This one, you can see, it's torn. No bueno. This one has a very large, over here, look at this large thin area, crease corner, just not worth anything. This one is also pretty awful. It is just, look at the crease in the bottom right corner, turn it over, and it just looks like trash, which it is. So there's 24 of those that end up in the trash, which leaves 93 stamps, and even most of those are iffy in quality. So overall, except for maybe the Georgie stamp, this is pretty much a big nothing burger. So let's check out the other set that he sent. The second packet was even more of a disappointment. Down here, I've separated out the faulty, damaged stamps. Let me flip them over for you, and you'll see what I mean. Right off the bat, look at this. That's despicable. Here's another one. These all have been just stored in the most atrocious manner. They're all toning, they're torn, creased. There was no care given to these stamps. So there's 31 of these damaged stamps altogether, which is a pretty poor percentage, considering there was only 118 to begin with. And of the rest, that leaves about 87 stamps, which, even those, just like the other lot, they're iffy quality also. And none of them had any appreciable catalog value, much less retail value. These are all penny stamps. I didn't even bother to sort them, as you can see. So these two cheap lots for $3.90 each, it's like they say, you get what you pay for. Actually, you got less than what you paid for, because, like I said, these are worth a penny or two at the most. All right, then you might recall that I got some bonus material, looked like, that was separate from those two envelopes, and they contained this German souvenir sheet, semi-postal, this 20th, well, this 20th anniversary United Nations souvenir sheet. 4 mint never hinged stamps from Bolivia. Now, which might seem all right, but the fact is these are all orphans. That is, they belong to a set. Each one belongs to a different set. And one stamp out of a mint never hinged set really does you no good, because you don't find singles of mint never hinged stamps too much. They're always sold in sets. And if you just buy the rest of the set singly, you're going to end up paying more than you would for a complete set to begin with. And these are all minimal value to begin with, so there's nothing to write home about there. Now, the only decent thing came up with was this set of 4 animal personalities. These are, let me see if I turn it around so you can get a better look. These are animal personalities, animals that have been in movies or TV shows. They're famous animals. And it's a set of gutter pairs, which means that the sheet as it came out of the press was a large sheet that is divided into 4 panes, and each pane is separated by that blank stamp, a blank label. And somebody separated the press sheet into pairs with each of the stamps there is from what would have been a separate pane, and leaving the separator blank label in between, you end up with what's called a gutter pair. And this set has a catalog value of about $9. There were no gutter pairs for sale on HipStamp, but I imagine it would sell for about $2. The souvenir sheets of Germany and the United Nations, they're also cheap items. They sell for between 15 and 25 cents online. So that's no great shakes there either. So overall, these 2 cheap packets are a no bueno from me. Thumbs down. So let's go on to the more expensive packet that I ordered from this dealer. This one had a price of $14 with shipping and tax. It came to $16.78. What did we get for that? I'll show you. We got a CTO set from Congo, which is nothing to write home about, and a CTO set from Chad, which is also not exciting. What else was there? Let me show you. So once again, we're looking at stuff that is really pretty common, and with, even though they have catalog values, $1, $2, $3, they go for small percentages in actual retail. For instance, these early Irish definitives, they had a catalog value of $7.50. You can find them all for 15 to 20 cents each. And the same thing with these other items. Now here you see the back sides of these. Those indicate faulty stamps. Let me show you what's wrong. So we have this one from Finland from 2002. It has a catalog value of $2.50. However, as you can see, the perfs at the top have been folded over and creased. Looking at the back side, I don't know if it'll show up very well here, but it was a self-adhesive, which someone did a poor job of separating from the cover it was on. So the paper on the back is all, scuffed and rough now. This set from France is a beautiful set, and it's mint never hinged, and it's in fine condition. However, it has only about a 50-cent retail value. Now, the reason I'm going to dwell on all this is because, on the value, is because in the ad he promised $100 of catalog value for this packet. Turning the page over, we see the rest of the stamps from that packet. There was a complete set of 3 birds from Finland, but you can see at the bottom left corner of this one, the corner's been all mucked up. So, bye-bye, birdie. At the bottom, again here, you can see supposedly Italy 506, the catalog of 950. They're turned over because, as you can see, they're toned, they're turning brown, they look like crap. So about the only thing of note that came out of this packet was this Schleswig stamp, a plebiscite issue, this block of 4 from Finland, and then this complete mint never hinged set from Korea, which has a catalog value of $18.75 and a retail value I found on HipStamp of $8.50. So altogether that was about $13 worth of stamps right there. And considering I paid over $16, even considering these back here, I probably just about broke even according to what I paid, and it's a far cry from $100 in catalog value, which the dealer promised. So that dealer was a bust for me. Now some of you might say, well, Ted, don't throw them away. Give those stamps to some young collector who's starting out. But I don't feel that way. If they're trash to me, why would I want to give them to someone else? You know, that's being condescending towards them. You're saying, oh, these aren't good enough for me. Here, you have them. And then what will this collector think when they get older and they find out that this is just worthless garbage that they've got? It's going to sour them on the hobby. So I feel if you're going to start a young person on collecting stamps, have them collect quality just the same way that you would. Then that gives them an appreciation for the stamps, and it just will further their interest. Let's go on to the next dealer. That was Hammerguy. I don't know, there was a number. No, there was an exclamation point. Hammerguy, exclamation point. And he offered 1.8 ounces of on paper, close clipped Norway Kiloware. So there was a wide range of years represented in this lot, from the late 50s and 60s, a few from the 70s, and then we jumped into the 1980s and 90s. And then 2001 was the highest representation, and that's all of these stamps right here on this page. Except for this bottom row, or 3 rows, which was 2002. And then to finish off, it also included these post horns. Now, they did come on paper, just like I said. However, as I was cataloging the other stamps, I went ahead and soaked them off. Now, if like me, you were wondering why someone would choose 1.8 ounces of Kiloware to sell, well, after counting them, I realized why. Because it actually came to exactly 304 stamps. And as it turned out, 4 of them were damaged, leaving me with 300. And as you could see in the page of 2001 stamps, there was quite a bit of duplication within those. In fact, one stamp, there was 32 copies. Another stamp had 22, and yet another one had 20 copies. So out of the 300 stamps, there was 14 different post horns, and along with the others, there were 80 different stamps altogether. And as the cost of this packet was $7.84, that comes out to, for the 80 different stamps, that's less than 10 cents a piece, which is a fair value to pay, I think. And leaving you, 220 extra stamps to use as trade bait, swapping, or even selling on your own HipStamp store. Now we come to the last selection, which was a packet sent to me by Daniel Mallard of the YouTube channel Mallard Stamps. As I said earlier, he's starting a swapping community on his YouTube channel, and he sent me a sample packet to review. And this consisted of all German stamps, as you saw earlier. And here's a closer look at those. These all go back to the early 20th century, with several Germania stamps. Getting into the inflation issues. And President von Hindenburg did have 4 damaged stamps, but that left me 35 stamps. Oh, sorry, there was actually 5 damaged stamps. So that left me 34 stamps up here. And out of those 34, 16 of them, almost half, had a catalog value between $1 and $2, actually $2.50. That was this one up here. So there was some good catalog value in here, and really some nice swapping material too. If you collect Germany and you're looking for someone to swap stamps with, I can recommend Daniel Mallard. This is some nice stuff. Sorry, this is some nice stuff to get you started on a Germany collection. So there you have it. If you're looking for some cheap quality packet material, I cannot recommend Florida Stamps 14. If you're looking for some kiloware from Norway for adding to your own collection and for swapping and maybe selling, then Hammerguy, I feel, had a good deal on his stamps. And then if you're just looking to swap stamps with a fellow collector, check out Mallard Stamps on YouTube. I hope you found these reviews helpful, and I will be back with another one soon, because as a matter of fact, today I received another pack in the mail, and I'll be going over that with you. So, until next time, this is Ted the Talking Stamp Collector, wishing you all happy stamping.